Alright, so what? Happy 4th?
Happy 4th.
Why we're drinking beer?
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.
Yay.
Yeah. Oh,
Look me in the fucking eyes.
July little episode, we're doing a burger cook-off. So none of us know what burger we're each making.
I think my good man Nick here is going to start us off with his burger, and let's get it going.
May the best burger win.
May the best burger win.
It's gonna be mine.
No, it's not. It's gonna be French's
It's
fault.
literally going to be Nick, dude. I swear.
So, my burger. You guys are excited. I know you are. You're grinning behind the camera.
I'm just so excited to find out what everyone's making.
All right. So I get to go first because I have to do the longest prep. Sweet potatoes, aka yams. So today, my burger is going to be a yam-based burger using some chickpeas. It's going to be a little bit of a Cajun patty. I'm going to be using some spices. Make it all nice and interesting. But the first step I need to do is get my sweet potatoes ready. We've got the oven going at 400 degrees. We're going to let these bake for about 45 minutes or so, but I just want to make sure they're nice and soft so that when they're baked, I can scoop out the innards and mix it up with everything else I'm going to use to make my patty. And I'm going to stick these in the oven. Easy, girl. Back, back, back. There we go. And now we wait. And the magic of editing. The yams are done. The potatoes serve as the base of the burger. Sorry. There we go. No worries. It's fine. So, to that end, just gonna, oh my goodness, they're so soft. That's what we like.
They've been baking for like
Yeah,
over
they've
an
been
hour.
baking for, you know, a hot Texas minute, as we like to say here.
Ooh.
Just give it a nice little Pillarino. Oh yeah, look at that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm adding my chickpeas to the food processor. I'm actually gonna pop the top right there and drain them. Drain these bad boys. So I'm gonna start with a nice chickpea base. Yep. Adding the chickpeas to this. Ooh, yeah. Now we're adding this to our bowl with the sweet potatoes. We're gonna mash this all up and create patties. I'm gonna add the roll oats to this as a binding agent, and it's really gonna do a lot to help seal everything together. And we're gonna wanna try to get this to a nice blend in a way where it's almost flour-like, it's almost powder-like, but if we get a little bit of a rustic nature, a little bit of a rough texture to it, that's okay too. Next part is to saute some vegetables. We're gonna go over here to the skillet. Gonna chop up some vegetables first and toss them in the pan and saute them up. Wait till they're nice and translucent. Add a little bit of garlic. Chop those up. Make sure everything's hunky-dory. And then we're gonna blend a little bit and then add it to the mixture. And then we're gonna be able to ascend our patties.
Hunky-dory?
Assemble.
Ascend our patties. These patties are next fucking level.
Assemble. We're gonna be able to assemble our patties. You can stable that sentence together. Have fun with that, motherfucker. I love Thomas. Cajun cooking has a holy trinity. The holy trinity of Cajun cooking is onion, peppers, celery, and garlic. That's the way it works.
Can you please explain?
Hold on.
Could you please explain the Trinity that had 4 things in it?
No, just don't worry about it. It's fine. Just don't worry about it. So, in the meantime, while I wait for my vegetables to get translucent, I'm going to be doing a vegan remoulade sauce to add on top of my burger. It's going to be a little bit of a Cajun spice to it as well. Going to be using some of that Tony's, the good shit. And I can't wait for you guys to test it out. And let me know what you guys think in the comments below. To that end, we're going to be adding a cup of vegan mayonnaise. Next step. Gonna be adding a little bit of Dijon. Where did I put my Dijon? Ah, here we go. Dijon mustard.
Thank you.
Oui. D'accord. Lemon juice. Ooh.
Drips juice everywhere.
It just dripped. My bad, boys. There we go. 1, 2. There we go. That's enough. That's enough. I'm gonna make some balls. So, Our veggies are done. Gonna scoop them all into one corner here. As Thomas beats something in the background, but Thomas is used to beating in the background. That's just kind of how he rolls. And then we're going to go ahead and scoop it into our mix right here. Last piece I have going in, two more things. Some vegan egg right there. It's a vegan egg mixture. Drizzling that around. And then finally, that's going to act as a binding cohesive agent. And then finally, I have a mix of paprika, cayenne, and some Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. And now we can kind of incorporate it, start making some patties. And once we make the patties, we're going to let them cool for about like 30 minutes or so, just to kind of make sure they stick together. And then we'll be good to go.
All right, so I'm going to be making it's more of a veggie patty. Like, it's not trying to be like a meat replacement or anything. And I'm putting a very like French spin on this. So it is a black quinoa lentil burger with carrots and shallots mixed into the patty. And it's going to be topped with some creamy brie cheese, vegan brie cheese. And I am making a custom black truffle aioli.
Oh, you mother.
I told you, man. And it's going to be also topped with arugula and caramelized red onions.
Jesus Christ.
To finish off everything.
Okay.
Okay, alright.
Alright, so
Okay.
the first thing we probably need to do is get our black quinoa ready. So it's about a half cup and a half cup of lentils, just same ratio. Alright, so we're going to start our quinoa first of all, because that's going to take about 20 minutes to cook, roughly. Thomas, if you have me cry on camera, I'm gonna murder you.
It's better than crying in the club.
Crying in the club? What's crying in the club? I'm confused.
You've never cried in the club?
You never cried in the club?
No.
Bro.
I get laid in the club. Okay, so right now we're going to be roasting, or not roasting, we're going to be putting a little bit of avocado oil in the pan. It's heating up right now. And we're going to be grilling our carrots. Thank you, Nick.
Of course.
Lots of words. And the shallots, just to kind of get them a nice, like a sear on them, basically. That way they're all the way cooked when we mix our patties together. It's going to become, it's just a better way of doing stuff. Also, you're going to want to dry your lentils and your quinoa afterwards, just to like eliminate as much moisture as possible. So while the onions still caramelize, we're going to go ahead and make our sauce. So we're going to be making a black truffle aioli. All right, so we got some roasted garlic. I got about, I don't know, 5 cloves here. Go ahead and just put them in like a food processor, like a smoothie mix. Then you want to go ahead and get some vegan mayo. Get like some good amount of globs in there. Probably 3.
Can you, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can you redo that sentence without saying a good amount?
Globs. Fair. A good amount of scoops of mayo. Fair. All right, so we have our garlic, mayo. You want to get half of a small lemon. You want to juice the lemon. Half a lemon. All right. A little bit of thyme. And then the final ingredient, black truffle oil. So this is what's really going to add a bunch of flavor. All right, so now we still have our onions and our carrots that have been mashed up right here. So we're going to go ahead and add our quinoa. Oh, yeah. And our lentils. And then we're going to go ahead and add about 1 can of tomato paste. And we're also going to add some smoked paprika. So just season to flavor, you know, however you want it. A dash more cumin, not too much since we added a bunch to our shallots and carrots. Garlic powder, because garlic and everything, obviously. And we're also going to add a little bit of flaxseed that's been mixed with some water. This is going to help, like, consistency-wise, just have everything stick together.
Ladies and gents, if you were wondering what burger is going to win this competition, it's actually mine. So for my recipe, we are doing a beef-like patty with a nice homemade beer cheese and some vegan bacon. All served on top of a delightful pretzel bun. Is the other secret.
I knew you were using a pretzel bun!
Actually,
Oh, you hit it with the rat poison.
these shits have been hiding.
He hit it with the rat poison, people.
So the first step, we are using bulgur for part of our beef patty, which is an ancient grain, kind of like a rice. You can use brown rice if you prefer to do that. We're using the bulgur because it has a better texture. It's hopefully going to give us more of a meat-like imitation once we get it in the patty, get it grilled and everything. So while that is cooking on the stove, what we're going to do is we're going to take some sheets of rice paper, and we're actually going to be using these to make our bacon. So we're going to go ahead and cut these into strips. Now that we've got the rice paper cut into bacon-like strips, as you can see here, we kind of just want to soak these in water. Now, meanwhile, while those soak, on the side here, I've got a nice marinade we're going to be brushing onto the bacon once it comes out of the water. And inside of this, we got some maple syrup, we got some tomato paste, salt, pepper, we got some smoked paprika, a little bit of Worcestershire.
Is that not?
How the f***
Worcestershire is not vegan, though.
It's not vegan.
It's a vegan word. I checked the ingredients. Trust me.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is it
And we're just going to lay these strips on top of each other. I'm doing 2 sheets personally. You can do more sheets if you want a thicker bacon.
Whoa. Okay, we can't put that in.
Yeah, we can.
No, we can't.
No, we
My mom watches these videos, bro. Relax.
My mom watches these videos too, and she's like, my stupid f***ing son, I love it. Alright, to go ahead and start our beer cheese, we're going to put about 3 tablespoons of vegan butter into a hot pot. Let that melt down. And then we're going to add some flour to that as well and go ahead and start our roux. So to our beer cheese, we're adding some smoked paprika, some salt and pepper. We've got some Dijon mustard in there, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce again, which is going to pair well with the burgers once we get those ready. I'm missing like a really important ingredient right now, by the way.
What are you missing?
It's in here, I just can't remember what it is.
Mushrooms? Garlic
No.
powder? Butter?
There is garlic powder. Fuck, I didn't see garlic powder. Okay, whatever, the recipe is available on our website, check it out. So we've got our portobello mushrooms. These are going to be the base of our patty, paired along with the bulgur that we've been cooking already. And we're just going to chop these coarsely. We're going to be throwing these inside of a food processor briefly. To our recipe, we're actually going to be adding some grated beet as well. The point of the beet is it's going to be giving us that kind of redness inside of the meat. And like I said, we're going for like the most meat-like patty we can. So a little bit of grated beet is going to go a long way in terms of getting that redness that we're looking for. We are adding our bulgur here to our mushroom mixture.
Our vulgar?
Our bulgur mixture. So we've got our mushrooms, we have the bulgur. We are going to add to that about a half cup of whole grain oats as well.
Alright, everyone, we have our lovely friend Bobby here, who's helped us with some camera work, and he's going to be helping us taste test and rate our burgers, so we have an unbiased opinion. Omnivore Bobby, as he's been asked to be called. We're going to try mine first. It's my very French aioli burger, so everyone...
Very French, huh?
Le France.
I think it is Le France.
Is it le or le?
Le.
Le bleu.
You can have that. Syl's gonna try it too. She's gonna let us know what she thinks.
Yeah.
Le is plural. Well, let's go. Let's dig into this. Alright, well, let's rate it then. So, I'll go first. I'm gonna give myself an 8. I still think there's room for improvement in terms of like making the patty a little bit more firm and maybe the different types of cheeses.
8.5.
Alright.
Very traditional burger, but tastes delicious.
Thank you. Nick, what do you think?
8.5 as well. The cheese is the real winner for me. And the texture of the burger, like I'm tasting the what all did you have in there? Quinoa,
Black
seed?
quinoa and lentils.
Lentils.
Carrots and onion. They're shallots.
You can taste the graininess of it, but it's like really good.
Yeah.
Like it's a pleasant graininess. You're just like, oh, I can very clearly taste this is not meat in terms of texture as well as flavor, but like, damn, it's good, and the cheese is fantastic.
I hate lentils.
Yeah, I don't like lentils at all, bro. It was good. So 8.5.
Thomas?
I'm gonna go with 8.5 as well. And the only reason not higher is the patty. I think, like you said, there's room to improve the texture of the patty.
Consistency.
You know, if it's a little more firm, easily 9, maybe 9.5.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so sweet potato based chickpea remoulade
Dude, I'm so
Cajun
excited.
burger.
I'm so excited for this.
Please,
It's
gentlemen,
so good.
please partake.
I also just like sweet potatoes.
Okay,
These
that's
fucking
interesting.
They're good for like one bite, and then
Yeah.
so let's see how I.
It's a bit of a journey, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it smells delicious, Nick.
It tastes just like a fucking hamburger.
I really like that remoulade.
The remoulad's so good.
I'm saying 9.
I'll say 9 as well. Easy.
Okay.
An easy 9.
Bobby?
The texture is not like a traditional texture of a burger, but
Right.
it's really easy to eat.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to chew a lot.
The heat, man.
I like that. I
love
like that.
it.
Like
I
you're
love
not
it.
working for it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'd say 9 for me.
Thank you, gentlemen.
yourself, Nick.
I guess I'll say a 9-2 on that.
All right.
I love it, but it, you know.
We got 9s across the board.
They said, hey, your burger's gonna be the best. So, we're gonna let your cheese congeal on there so there's no flavor of the beer cheese on the burger by the time we taste it. I said, mm-mm. So I did put a little bit more on.
This
And,
motherfucker.
go
I
ahead,
think
fellas.
it's okay. I think that's
I'm gonna take this one right here. Oh my god. Look at that. Again. It looks so much like a burger. Like it's insane.
It tastes so much like a burger.
It looks like a burger.
Oh my god.
It's a big cheeseburger right there, boys.
Screw you, Thomas. Oh, I will admit defeat.
That's good, man.
That one's better than
That's
mine.
good.
You think so?
I will admit defeat. No, I'm gonna give that a solid 9.5.
That bacon is good.
It's the cheese, too. The cheese on top. I'm glad you globbed it on top. I'm glad Silicon enjoyed the glob too. I'm gonna say glob as much as I can because I know you hate that word.
I'm gonna say 9, dude. Like this is solid.
I'll get that 9.5.
I think ours are on the same level, just different. Like yours is very good imitation. Mine is completely veggie based. Like its own beast, but it's just as good.
I'll say 8.5.
5.
I feel like
This is
I'm
Leon
almost
Valor
there.
here.
Oh,
He's
I'm
the
almost there with the
You're
cheese.
the winning vote, dude. Honestly.
Yeah, you kinda are. Between them two.
It's really good. All three of them are so unique, though. They're
Yeah.
so different. But you know, Nick, yours is so good. So it's like I'm gonna go with an 8.9.
8.9.
His flavors were just there's so many flavors in his that really added together that I really like.
What does that mean, boys?
We gotta tally it up. Hold on, let's
Go
write it down.
Go ahead and cut.
All right, so we got.
I'll wait.
I need.
I think he literally won by 0.1.
Yeah.
He won by 0.1. You guys definitely check out these recipes. They will be posted on the website. Like always, check those out. Feel free to try any or all of them. Let us know what you think.
Happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th! I won!
Have a happy and safe 4th of July. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check us out on Twitter, Twitch, Pornhub, YouTube.
I
I want something about hamsters, something about X videos. I don't know.
We're done at this point. Have a good night, everyone.
Take care. We'll see you next Friday.
That's just way too much on my hands right now. Could you imagine being a proctologist?
It's where you stick your finger up people's buttholes.